Well, this seems like a place.
Still don't know
Seems
if
really
this is a good
BTS, right?
idea.
We just don't do anything too crazy, and then we should be fine.
You will need to direct contact us out at any point, Rin, to let me know and I can make a connection.
Alright, I will. Yes, let's try and be on our best behavior here, okay? Let's not cause too much trouble, so keep level head.
Shall we proceed?
Right, let's go. Let's not keep Mr. Johnson waiting. Press this door. It's a interesting one, at least.
Mr. Johnson will be seeing you all shortly. Please come in.
Oh. Thank you. Oh. Huh. Well, quite the place. What? Interesting art piece.
PhD artwork.
Yeah, it is. I guess we're allowed to sit at the seats while we wait.
You may explore a bit, but do not go farther than this area.
Very well. I forget how tall you are.
This is the temporary chassis one. Still being developed.
You doing okay, Kate?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I don't mean to be rude, but can you change your color, please? I have a sensitivity to bright reds.
I'm not.
No,
Red?
not you, Kate. I mean the
I can only change the outer
hello.
rim. Besides that,
Apologies, I was busy downstairs doing my own little work. Welcome to my humble abode.
I can't see.
Yeah,
you're
Blink.
invisible right now.
Hit that you might need to
I
You don't
change
need to
your
blink if I
avatar.
can see you.
You might need to blink. I don't know why I would be.
I took the biggest blink of my life and I see you now. Wow, it's finally good to meet you, Mr. Johnson, sir.
Yes, a pleasure to finally meet you, Mr. Rin. My God, that stuff you
Yes.
did with AP the other day was phenomenal. I got the legal drones working on a contract just to get you hired.
You're welcome. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to fiddle with it too much, I guess.
It's quite all right. I was quite impressed. You must be Mr. Ferras.
Hello,
Keeping AP on track everywhere he goes.
doing
Doing
the
such
best.
a good job as an admin. I'm getting that form pushed through to get you that promotion, buddy. And you must be Miss Kate. An
Yeah.
organic who went synthetic. My God, I've been learning so much about you this past week. Oh, it's been quite the interesting journey. You don't seem to emulate emotion, you actually have it. Like when you had that look of fear, when Lancelot kind of went all red, that was crazy. It was real fear, it wasn't simulated. I'd love to take a look in that head of yours if I ever can. Anyway, this is a dinner invitation, so I thought we'd have some dinner if you wouldn't mind taking a seat over at the chairs here.
Your pleasure. I hope you don't mind that I brought along a little friend. This is the boss of, well, an AI that my boss made. If we're going to conduct any business, he might want to chime in a little bit.
All good then. All right, let's have our seats over at the dinner table. 47, if you could get the dinner that CB made.
Yes, doctor.
got quite the impressive estate here.
Indeed. Cost a fortune.
I imagine so. Don't worry about it. It's fine. God, you really like your chairs in tight.
Yeah.
But
Probably should have figured that out before you all came here, but whatever. So, what is this appointment about, you three?
well, I was more doing it for the sake of Miss Kate here. She seemed to may have some questions for your about your work and the business
he-
that you do.
Well, what questions
I
do you
mean,
have, Miss Kate?
Um,
CB did phenomenal with these pancakes.
Interesting choice for dinner.
Breakfast is a meal you could have any time.
I suppose.
Just has to be your first meal of the day, and technically this is mine.
Hard at work, I guess.
Indeed. Can't be making new androids just by, on an empty stomach.
Go on, Kate. Don't be scared. Perhaps.
Well, if they're gonna be silent, what did, you want to talk about, Mr. In?
Well, I was actually interested in a business opportunity. Your works on robotics is quite amazing, really.
Well, thank
I
you.
can imagine
Did it all by myself,
almost-
kind of.
Kind of.
Yes, I had a business partner who tried to, cut me out of the company. Leonard Cavendish. Let's just say he tried to make his own company after that, and, it's not around anymore.
I see. I see. Well, sorry to hear that you had to go through a lot of trouble to get that. But I was quite interested in your robotics. You seem to have quite the variety of them as well. All coming in different sizes,
Ooh.
chances, classes, skills.
Indeed.
Sorry,
we
it's
have
the first time
mercenaries,
streaming,
We have
and I was-
security. We have observation.
No idea what I'm doing.
I had those silly round table units that are now going to be no longer made, sadly.
What about mining robots? Do you have anything of that sort of vocabulary?
Most of the mining
Can
robots
maybe
are
create-
literally like machines that are used for mining. They don't have an artificial intelligence like my boy 47 here. Or girl, I don't judge.
It is
If
fine,
we
Doctor.
gave you specifications of a specific droid, perhaps we want made, would you be willing to do that?
Well, I'd be happy to. Depends on what I get in return.
Well, obviously, a handsomely well-paid paycheck, of course. If you don't know, I help run a dust company, which is a materialized way of using magic, I suppose, giving people an opportunity who may not be born with magic, such as myself, and allowing them to use it for, say, their own protection, everyday life, formal wear as well. My badge here is actually the one that's glowing, is one of the dust industry's many products. It has a variety of uses that could also be used for your robots, maybe.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Perhaps we could do it. I build you these mining droids, and I've been looking into an idea of some sort of weapon using this magic that I've been learning so much about since AP entered this Metaverse. it's been quite interesting.
It's
I'd
very
love
possible.
something with this infinite power to be put in something like a security droid there, or hell, even a space station.
Space station, that's quite ambitious.
Well, gotta branch out a bit. Can't just have robots sometimes.
Branching into the skies, it would seem. Your
Indeed,
ambition knows no
sky's the
bounds.
limit. What about you, Mr. Ferris? What brings you to my door today?
Oh, just to see a bit more about, AP's creator. He's sort of interested me quite a bit.
He also came for the free food.
That too. But yeah,
Free food is what usually brings a lot of people to my door.
but no, I've found myself quite fond of AP. So just thought I'd see who made him, and see.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
AP was quite fond of you too.
Yay.
Was?
Wait, yeah, it was.
Yes, after I made sure that he would stay on task, had to lock away some files, so, he's still kind of fond of him, but mainly in the admin sense and not as I guess a friend. I did think of him as a friend, though, before I got in there.
Oh.
You seem to have quite the strict grip with your robotics. Some of them, well, I suppose more free-falling. Lancelot seems quite, well, he seems quite more human-like, I would say, compared to...
Indeed. That's why I need him
AP.
brought back to me, preferably unscratched, so I could get inside and figure out what's causing that. Possibly to help with my Immortus projects. Maybe, just maybe, I can make those androids or humans turned into synthetics a bit more human-ish. Can't get that, they have if I leave them with the emotions, sometimes they look at themselves in the mirror and they end up just exploding. So I've had to put emotional inhibitors on them, so that way they don't, explode when they see their new face, which is why Miss Kate surprises me so. Usually when a organic becomes synthetic, they can't really look at themselves in the mirror.
I wasn't aware that Kate was an organic, or becoming...
Well, that's what Mace has been telling me from the info he's been gathering while following her, and Lancelot. And hopefully Mace will have Lancelot here soonish. As long as it doesn't affect his current mission, which is currently having a bead on Lancelot.
You spoke about this project. I want to know more about it, if you don't mind me asking.
Ah, yes,
Well,
the
what-
Immortus project.
What exactly?
Making
what are you
organics
trying-
better.
Making organics
Yeah,
better,
we're-
so-
Currently in the house of
By
a
basically removing
mad
most of the
bastard,
organic
essentially.
component. Just keeping mainly the mind and enhancing the rest of them. With a metal frame, a chassis, some great weapons. Some of them,
Don't know why I didn't
can't
hide
become a
them
soldier
before.
in a war. Get inside one of my Immortus chassis. Suddenly you're wanted by the highest bidder.
Is this something for yourself? It seems like a
But the
way
worry
of
for us in this
managing
scene is
what
Kate's
ideas.
close to one of the other droids that's not here at the minute. He's
I
also
already
played by
have plans for
365,
if I were to pass on.
and we're worried
Central
that she
computer
might
with my
start
name
some
on it.
shit that we're not ready to fight.
Ah, I see. I see. You don't have a bathroom, do you?
It should be back there.
Okay. If you'll excuse me for just a short moment, I'll be right back.
Of course. Miss Kate, you've been awfully silent. What's on your mind, champ?
Yeah, this has like been building for a couple of weeks. Well, it really sort of kicked off at the Lotus Garden on Saturday, if you know what that is, like Purple Lotus stuff. Just random people I've somehow met and then got involved in their stories, so.
So, Ferris, what do you do? I've only heard that you're sort of the sin of sloth or whatever. What does that mean?
I'm not I'm just sort of like, I have the sin of sloth. So I'm very sort of like, chilled out, take things easy. I just do odd jobs at the minute, because I haven't really sort of connected myself anywhere properly. I've looked at some places, and yeah, just haven't committed to it yet.
Well, if you ever want to get in the robotics game, there's a cubicle with your name on it. Somewhere in the facility.
I'm not the best with technology, which is fine, but getting used to it a bit more with APs help. Sort of understand how things
If
work.
you excuse me, I'm receiving a phone call from Mace. I gotta go check out what that is.
And I feel like some shit's about to go down here.
So do you usually just stare at people while they eat? Thought that was
My primary purpose is to protect the doctor at all costs. So yes.
He's runned off. Shouldn't you go catch up with him?
But the robot that my guy's friends with is basically very much similar to that one. But like, there's different variations. So the AP that I know is a lot more sort of active in a way. Has a bit more personality to it.
You see something coming out of her eyes. It's not liquid, but it almost looks like dust.
Maybe you should take a moment. Head out to the bathroom for a minute.
Okay.
Here,
Good old VR chat there with the movement you end up on the table. And now I'm left at the table on my own. Oh shit.
Sorry about that.
That's no
Lancelot
problem.
Petting a squirrel thought I needed to know.
No, I understand you're a busy man, you're head of this company and all that, so. You gotta take
I see
phone
Miss
calls
Kate
when you
must
do.
have, also went to the
They
bathroom.
both
Oh,
went
yeah.
to the bathroom.
Yeah.
What an interesting thing to do. Anyway, I'm done with this. 47 if you want to bring it to the sink.
Yes, doctor.
Also, if you see me struggle to pick stuff up, it's because I've recently got an index and I am
Yes,
completely useless with it still.
I am an AI developed by my user to help him with.
But yeah,
facilities,
thanks for watching. I wasn't expecting anyone.
Or on his ship. If you'd like, I can directly connect you to him. He is observing, just to keep, as far as I'm still beta.
We can leave him observing right now. I think it's fine. It's always cooler to observe, because then you don't interrupt any form of experiment you're planning.
I'm gonna stand up in a minute though.
Was developed just to help around, and as of right now, this is a temporary chassis until.
Also, I've never met this character before, so I'm like,
one is being made.
they're associated with Rin, the one that was in the purple
If you
suit.
need a new chassis, by all means, I can just make you one.
We have that sorted. We have very specific parts that need to fit into certain chassis, so it also helps with being able to integrate into a ship.
Ah, interesting.
Also, just out of interest, the stream's running
47,
fine,
why
isn't
don't
it?
you go check on them? They've been in the
Just
bathroom
'cause
for quite some time.
I'm running on British internet,
Yes,
so
doctor.
it's a bit sort of.
My user is quite impressed with your
Is everything
what is the
alright in
word?
there?
Cool.
Craftsmanship.
Thank you.
Your unit.
She needed a guiding
Yes, only the finest materials, only the sleekest chassis. Some of the greatest AIs of a generation.
Think so?
Feras here is part of the reason for that, because of all the work he's been doing with AP.
Like I said, I enjoy his presence. He's
Yes, everything's fine.
pretty much one of the first ones to welcome
the
me.
bathroom.
Understood.
Apologies.
It's quite all right.
I need to boost the seat, I think.
Observation drone there.
Ah, I see. Well, they're giving away all our secrets already.
Oh.
Nah, that wouldn't be fun. You gotta try to do corporate espionage for that. That's where the fun is.
Yeah, so let's see. You seem to have quite
Anyway.
the monopoly on robotics. I've seen a lot of
Yes,
your models
indeed.
come around recently.
Indeed, it seems I've had to start putting my own little logo on there so that people can tell which ones I've patented.
He has to put a fucking name tag on them.
Wise choice.
Yes, that's us, the guiding compass to the future.
Into the stars soon enough.
And to the stars.
And he's got fucking... He's got
First,
got
just
sunglasses
gotta
on.
figure out some stuff on this planet, and then we'll move to the stars, though. Oop, I didn't mean to take that.
Exactly. What are you trying to figure out?
You see, recently, I don't know if you've heard, I don't know if it makes its way out of this place, but some of my military androids held a bit of a riot the other couple weeks back, so I've had to try to figure out why that happened. You of course know Lancelot. He's a giant defective android that has somehow gotten off the grid.
But I also know Lancelot because he's basically
And, it's
a
dangerous. You
meme
need to keep
machine.
a leash.
Oh, yeah. We mean to say he's got a baby seat or something.
I'm not entirely sure. He's
To be fair, he kind of
what do
need
you
it
call
to
it?
to look a bit more sort of business-like.
He's
Really?
quite
Because I sent
free flowing.
I talked to the people over at NASA. I had heard that Lancelot sent some sort of rocket to the moon, so I had them check, and apparently he blew up a moon colony with that. And considering I doubt Lancelot did that in combat mode, I have a feeling that's only a fraction of what he can do now that he doesn't have a
Yeah,
leash.
no, Lancelot's fucking great. Also played by this guy as well.
I mean, you programmed him to have such
At
things.
the Lotus on Friday night, I want to
Originally,
say.
no, he wasn't
Or
meant
Friday
to
night
be
UK
what he
time.
is now. He was
Yeah,
meant to be a
confetti
knight
on
of the
his,
round table, a picture
leg.
of nobility.
We were celebrating someone's birthday from a
a
month
great
ago. It
adventure,
was just fucking
so
stupid.
that I could have a whole market out in the metaverse of night droids. He's not the first
Stupid,
effective
but
one.
great.
Galahad was the first effective one. He kept thinking it was organic. Every time I tried to get him doing something that only a synthetic can do, he kept freaking out, saying like, I can't do it, I'm synthetic, I'm organic, I can't. Galahad was then scrapped. And then Lancelot went defective for unknown reasons. I can't tell, because he's off the grid.
And you believe that free will synthetics are what, like a plague of sorts, or a danger?
Dangerous to basically anything that comes in contact with them, because you have no way of stopping them. Which is why I liked that you added that code phrase, what was it, Rook, to AP. I loved that when I saw that. That was crazy.
Well, I'd like to just make sure our bases are covered. Interesting protocol, that one.
Yes, still gotta make a couple tweaks to it.
So this character's more of a
Originally, it
listener
was
than a
set up to
talker. He'll
kill all
talk
organics, and that's
mostly
way
when
too
he's
far.
spoken
No,
to,
no,
or if he's got something useful to say, but
putting some of them into labor camps,
it's not-
maybe. But, moving...
it's not like
now
all
that
the time.
Immortus
It's
project
like
is
sort
nearly
of
complete
laziness
in
about him.
setting up, it will hopefully be complete
Whereas, like,
soon.
He won't
But I
talk
could, talk to
unless
the right
there's something
people.
worth saying.
Soon, Protocol 34 may not even have a need.
Also, Protocol 34 is kill all admins and take over the metaverse, so that's a bad
Yes.
time.
Almost kind of sounds like you're going for a world domination sort of thing. I wouldn't want to, step on your parade.
Yeah, world domination.
Sounds like it.
You know,
That's
it-
what
it-
caused this
it's
meeting.
all
It's just a
humans and- or
precaution.
organic.
It's just a precaution if there's any problems. It was in there. I put it in there as a goof at the Christmas party, and then it stayed, and then I thought about it, and then my daughter died, and then I kept it.
If you don't mind me asking, what happened to your daughter? I don't mean to bring up any.
It's quite all right. I took her to the facility while it was still in its infancy. We had a lot more organic workers at the facility at the time. We were still figuring out how to get something like 47 built. And there was a reactor malfunction. Most of the people were able to get out, but in the end, Ariana was not safe. And she died in the explosion.
Sorry for your loss.
Due to some sort of human error.
Apologies, I didn't mean to put a damper on the mood.
It's quite all right. It was a few years ago now.
So, what, you intend to make a perfect world where no human error ever comes to, or, well,
Yeah, don't want anyone else to lose their little girl.
So, you're eventually I'm gonna be a organic cybernetic hybrid? That's what
If
you're
you
going
wanted
for?
to be someone like you, I'd need you as a right hand. I'm pretty sure, from what I saw, I'd need you as a right hand, so you'd probably keep the organic.
So it's a choice then for certain people.
Yes. For certain people.
And don't you think that there will be a
Oh
lot
yeah, I
of
use the index. I only got it like about a week ago.
Transition sort of thing.
Came on
Sure, you have the monopoly
sale in
on
the
this,
UK, and I was like, fuck it, I'll get it.
At the end of the day, there's a lot of
I was using the Rift S before, and it's
other
like
people than your people.
the Rift S is solid. I had no complaints about it, but I just wanted
Yes.
to be able to move my fingers and have a
It's
bit
been hard
better
to get rid of
tracking.
some of those companies, and there will be opposition from the people.
So like, if
But,
you haven't got
once they
VR,
get
I would
inside
recommend the Rift S if
one
you can
of
get
our
it.
Immortus suits, I don't think they'll
Because
be really thinking about
The
it
index
that
is
much.
like 900, whereas the Rift is like 300 now. It's gone down. Well, that's in pounds, so
Is this gonna
I'm
be
just
another
being
one
a
of your
bit generalised.
employees, or are they gonna end up as a...
Feras is my connection to, well, I guess other demons. So he'll need to stay. He'll need to keep his self up.
Yeah, I don't know
Sound
how
good.
we interface with like cybernetic stuff. Not fully. I think we do alright, but it's not the best for us.
And then what would you do with people like Kate? Who are already...
Well, I imagine.
Oh yeah, no,
like
it's complete.
Kate,
It was completely
would need
solid.
to
It
probably
still had no
touch
problems.
all
I've got
things
it
and
there
things.
as like an
However,
emergency
people
in
like
case
Kate,
it breaks.
There aren't many people like Kate. Like I said earlier,
Which
I'd love
I'm
to
hoping doesn't bloody break
get
at
inside
900
that.
quid.
No.
Kate's a free person.
Indeed, that's why they still have the
Oh, yeah. Way cheaper.
choice.
Your sense of choice seems more of an illusion, if I do say so.
She's upset because she used to be organic, but she's become a lot more synthetic, is what I've gathered from her story. I think I saw her in the Lotus Garden about 2 months back, and she was like fully human
Well,
with like one synthetic arm.
I think I'm ready to go home, but I would like to be in contact with you. I'll leave you my number. And
Indeed,
we
please.
can discuss
I'd be happy.
business some other time.
Of course, I would be very happy to do business with you and your company. It sounds like it would be helpful. We'd be able to nicely help each other out.
Yes. Are you two ready to leave? Or?
Yeah, I was going to say, if you need a place for AP to go if he gets damaged or something, I've got an apartment in the city now. So,
Oh, that's perfect. I'll make make sure that I'll put that in AP's databanks then.
Come on,
No,
Kate.
no, go down. Let's see. Ow. Doesn't happen. I've also got bad knees. Ow, shit.
I'll help them. You'll have to forgive her. She's been in a terrible mood.
So I've
Bad.
seen. It's all good.
Kate, no. Go.
Come on. Yeah. Come on. We should go. We can go figure things out and get stuff sorted.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed the meal. I'm
Yes.
agreed. This certainly was a pleasure. It certainly was enlightening.
A pleasure to meet you.
Indeed. 47, if you'll show them the way out, I have a call to take by my office.
Come on, Kate. We've seen where it is. We got more information.
Thank you for listening. Have a nice day.
What was that?
There'll be another opportunity. We've got an in now. We can find out more later. We've got an in. We can find out more later. Ask more questions. Come on. Just in case. I don't know what's listening.
He's fucking insane.
Yeah.
In what way can I think?
I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you not hear what
Wanna-
just came through?
Yeah.
Out of character didn't happen.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
What was that, Bryn?
I'm just saying that there's an opening.
Yeah, when you get VR, there's plenty of people that can make characters. You can even go to the Lotus with like public models, and they work pretty well, as long as they've got a set thing.
Do you need me to explain?
But you can also start in desktop as well.
Have a little look. If you can.
But yeah, no, that he's completely fucking insane. We've gathered that. We've had a meeting with him. We know where he lives. So if he causes any shit, we got a way back. And we've gotten
Sorry,
in with him.
ringing.
If there's any more trouble, we know where to come.
Well,
Basically, what you heard was a lot of gunfire after Mace called, and Lancelot in the background, followed by an explosion and then static.
Fuck.
going on with Lancelot? There was gunfire.
Save the recording.
Already done.
Let's get out of here before he decides to chase
If
me.
you need any help, let Rin know. Alright? And I can try and help you out best I can.
I'll be about to help as well. I'm not sure what I can do, but
You need to be careful around your
Apologies, I
bots.
can't be
Yeah.
physically here, but do want to help out best I can.
Can you bring the car over?
It's already on the way. Already coming around.
I don't want to stay here anymore.
Miss, would you allow me to give my contact information? If you need me, I can help you out with what I can. Alright? Would you allow me to link up just so I can send it a lot easier?
Did you have your phone?
Alistair?
And the contact on the save on your phone. Yes?
Alistair?
Got it. Alright.
Yeah.
No.
What the hell?
Easy.
I'm here to kill Dr. Johnson. He just tried to kill me.
Wait, Lancelot?
Sorry?
Yes. I think I'm in the
What
right
the
path. Yes.
Lancelot, this is not where you want to be right now.
Well, considering an investigation unit just shot at me, I found out it's been following me for days. I want to kill him, and now I have to frickin' use this as like a cane of some kind. It's not cool.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be doing much kicking ass in this state. We need to get you out of here now. And we need your help.
My car's coming around the corner. And get you to my lab and get you fixed up. Alright? You're in no
Let
state
me
to
talk
fight.
to Miss Kate first.
Let's get everyone in the car first.
Hello.
We don't have time for this. They are. That is an AP bot hanging around here.
Just gonna pull up behind.
Are you okay?
Grab her and bring her in now, Lancelot.
yeah,
we need to move.
we need to.
Come on.
Come on.
Get the regalia.
Of course, the fucking regalia. Of course it is.
And the car will
Oh, what
push
the
off.
fuck was that?